But anyway.
Remember back in the day?
Yeah, this all started with the pipeline going down, cyber attack by the Russians. Well, the pipeline is now back online. They got the computers and all that figured out, but drivers and people are still panic buying and hoarding gasoline, filling up plastic bags and everything else, Tupperware. I mean, that's just so dangerous to begin with.
So like Mike mentioned, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission felt like they needed to tweet, oh, we don't have the original. So the original said, do not fill plastic bags with gasoline. And that's all it said. It was one sentence. And then people started reacting so much to it and saying, really, people are doing this, that they felt the need to call some folks out.
Wow.
They said, sometimes when we put out a safety message like this, people use it as a way to look down on others. We ask that instead, use this opportunity to reflect on the safety in your own life. So they're like, look at yourselves. When you start talking about folks.
I guess they're talking about me because I was making fun of people putting it in plastic bags.
Well, have you looked at the safety measures that you have in your life?
No.
Like they said?
No.
But people are doing it. Because at first when I heard, I thought, no one's doing that. But if
they're doing it because gas stations have run out of gasoline, including that one in Conshohocken where Steve is standing right now.
That video from Tampa of that lady filling that bag and then she's tying knots in it. Said she double bags it because the bag leaks and the gas is going over. And I'm thinking, whoever's videotaping that should go out and tell her not to do that. And I can't believe people are just standing around watching because there's gas all over the place. And we've watched people showing up here smoking cigarettes. So they don't understand that gas is flammable and it can explode. And it's sad that people would do that because they're just desperate. And Florida, by the way, wasn't in the pipeline thing. They were having panic buying there, and they weren't even having a shortage. But look, we got some good news and breaking news again here. Look at this. First delivery in a week here. This just came in, and this fellow just came over and talked to us, wondering what the news was because he's been on the road and didn't know there was a shortage, even though he's in the gas delivery business. And I said, I was surprised he didn't have like an armed guard with him because that's been very valuable. So they're getting their first delivery, and we've been showing you they've been out of regular for 2 days. And even though the price is $4 a gallon here, people were paying it to the point where they ran out of it. And they didn't want to pay $4.59 for premium this morning. We met a couple of people who came in here, saw the prices, said, all right, maybe I can find it cheaper elsewhere, and they took off. So there you go. There is the shortage up here this way even, but we didn't see any fights. We didn't see anybody pulling up plastic bags, and we didn't see anybody pulling up Tupperware, fortunately. But we did hear from our two kind people that we have commenting on economic situations, Jana Tidwell and Dan Riccata, who are experts on the subject.
What we're seeing here locally, week over week, we're seeing prices up about 8 cents per gallon. Once the pipeline is back open and functional again, we should probably see prices begin to stabilize.
The pipeline clearly is a factor when it comes to prices. There's two other things going on here. One is that prices were actually going up before the pipeline problem, where just because of the seasonality, we're coming out of the pandemic, the economy's getting better, people are driving more. So naturally, prices then start to trickle up.
The national gas price average hit $3 a gallon today for the first time since 2014. That's a big sticker shock.
So we'll see if it goes back down, but it never goes back down anywhere near as quick as it shoots up. And by the way, Alex, when I was in a rock band in my college years, a related story, our drummer, we were at a party and we were playing for free beer, and the drummer, to take some beer with him, filled a plastic bag full of beer, and the way he got it out to answer Bob's question is he stuck one of those big 7-Eleven Slurpee straws in it and sucked down a bag full of beer that way. So I do approve of filling bags of beer if you happen to be in a very poor band and you're getting paid by free beer and you don't have any more cups and you want to just take some home.
People probably thought it was his pee. I have a question for you, Steve Keeley. There are huge tanks underneath the cement there at the gas station that guy is pumping full of gasoline, right? Wonder how many gallons of gasoline that dude has on that truck.
You making plans?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's thousands of gallons on those trucks, and a story that's true. We were at this Wawa by the airport, and when we left that day, on that very day, a guy pulled up like in an old potato chip or tasty cake truck, had a false bottom, pulled over those things, removed the thing, and was sucking up gas into a tank. Yes, if you Google that story's there out by Tinicum Township. and they actually caught the guy because they had the surveillance and they tracked him down. But we happened to be at that Wawa that morning doing live shots. A lot of our viewers were coming up to us, and we didn't notice that truck. And then he pulled right over there, and he was siphoning gas out of the tanks at the Wawa by the airport to steal it. That was when we had that huge shortage, and I think it was up to almost $5 a gallon.
It was up to $5. Yeah.
And he had like some big thing in there to like hold like 900 gallons of gas.
Steve, thank you.
All right.
Story time with Steve Keeley. See, and that's not just me.
Story time with Steve.
All right. It's 7:09.